a lot of people want to know the battles you've had. Did you fear anyone?
No one. Never. Vinnie Jones, no way.
No. Apart from Vinnie Jones, he was just a bit of a
thug,
loose cannon, wasn't he? But people like Souness and Jimmy Case, those type of players.
Jimmy Case probably be the hardest to play against. Souness, no, great player. McMahon, nothing. But Vinnie Jones.
Any stories you can tell us about?
No, Vinnie came up against me down at Wimbledon. We both go into this challenge, and I managed to catch Vinnie just above the kneecap, to be honest. And he went down like a bag of cement.
Yeah.
And I've backed off 20 or 30 yards, getting out of the way, and Vinnie's gone, where's that Whiteside gone? I'll have him. Where is he? Physio comes on, giving Vinnie all the treatment.
Yeah.
And Vinnie's looking out for me, and he throws the physio out of the way. He gets up and he comes running at me, and I'm thinking, bloody hell, he's a nutcase, isn't he? You know what he's like. Vinnie's mad, and he gets closer and closer, and he gets right up beside my ear, and he turns around and shouts at my ear at the top of his voice, "Great tackle, big man." Honestly.
There can't be many people he did that to instead of...
I know, but he is a decent guy. Most footballers are decent guys, to be honest.
Did you ever think when obviously that tackle's coming, is about to happen, obviously his reputation goes before him. Did you think, I'm just going to look after myself? And
that's exactly what you do.
How high he goes, I'm just going to go higher.
Yep. You'd retaliate first.
Yeah, get your retaliation first. Yeah. What about Souness?
Great player. Played against Graham a few times. Scotland, Liverpool.
Yeah.
Great player.
Anfield battles. Any of those where stand out? You think because he came across as a bit of it seemed as a hard man. Would you class him as a hard man, or would you just think?
But I'd be harder. I'd make sure I was harder. It's simple as that because you want to win the battle.
If you look at your three you had in midfield, you, Robson and Moses.
Remy, yeah.
I don't think you can come across three harder players. And
see, people don't give Bryan credit for that ever. Robbo's a tough cat.
I remember speaking to Robbo about him breaking his leg. I think he broke it 3 times, and he said 2 or 3 times. And he said the next tackle, I knew I would never break my leg again because I knew I would.
Because I'm going to win it. Yeah.
And he would, like what you just said there.
Yeah.
He'd go above. Whether he breaks.
Well, as long as we got the ball as well, obviously.
Yeah, if you can get the top of the ball, then that's perfect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Was that instilled within you at the training ground, or was that just something you all had individually as a character?
I would say individually as a character, but the one person who did instill that for me was Eric Harrison.
Yeah.
Eric was like he had his monthly meetings, like I said before, and Eric would say, and I remember going into a tackle with one of our trainees, and this time I got it wrong, and I'd lunged into this tackle, and my ankle went, and Eric called me up to his office, and he went, "Now that is being stupid." He said, and Eric telling you off was like, oh.
Yeah.
He said, that was just absolutely stupid. You're too precious to us to go in tackling like that. And I thought, well, I'll think about it next time, sort of. But I was out for about 4 or 6 weeks or something with a bad ankle. But Eric was telling me, this is the way not the way you do it, but be a bit more, just don't dive in to try and win a ball from 20 yards when the ball's over there, you know. And I just wanted to win, but he was saying, be more calculated in what you do, and you'll be a better player.
I remember he said it to me once after a game, and I don't know what it was, but he just said, the best 6 mates you will ever have on your pitch is the studs on the bottom of your boots. They're the best 6 mates you'll have.
Oh yeah.
And if ever you need them.
Oh, Eric was hard as nails. I remember, Maisie, I was in the bath at the cliff, and I was injured. I mean, dodgy knee again, but I was injured. And Eric came down, and it was one of his first games when he was in charge. And me and Eric got on really well. He really liked me, Eric. He was a good mentor for me. And he came down, and I'm in the bath, and he goes, I want to ask you a favour. I don't know what. He said, we're playing my old team tomorrow, Everton. I just want you to play. Would you do it for me? And I went, Eric, of course I will. I'm injured, but I'll play. And we beat them I scored 2. We beat them 3-1 at Belfield. And Eric's my best mate ever since. He's been like, of course I'll play, Eric. You know? And he was like, will you play for me? Will you play for me? He was like that. And I'll never forget that. It was funny. Yeah, God bless him. Yeah. Great character. Yeah.
Maisie, you were just talking about that midfield three. What was your impression of watching that team at the time?
Just a powerhouse, just formidable.
Where were you, Maisie? Blackburn?
I'd have been at Blackburn,
yeah.
You just made your debut for Northern Ireland at the World Cup in '82. I'd have been 12, so I was.
No way.
Yeah, I was only.
I was only 4 years older.
I know, yeah.
Exactly.
That's how mad it is. When I think about it, I'm thinking to myself.
Can I do that in 4 years?
Somebody asked me last night. I said, "How was Norman?" I went, "Not quite sure, to be fair." And I tried working out, and I think, "No, you're only 4. Are you 53 now? 54?
4.
54.
Do you know what the daft thing is? The next World Cup that comes up, and I've got a bit of a guy in Norway, Stato. You know they're like in Norway, don't you? Obviously, and he says to me, in the next World Cup, if no one beats my record of being the youngest player ever to play in the World Cup, no one beats it. The next World Cup, I will have been the youngest in half of the World Cup's history.
That's
a box, isn't it?
Amazing, isn't it?
That's a box, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're hoping the World Cup does not take place? So
No, I hope it does and no one beats it.
Just to spin it back to you for a second, Maisie, because I think it's interesting. You've told us a lot of times in the podcast about kicking people in training. Who were the hardest players you played against? And did you enjoy those kind of physical battles? Did you ever go out there to be like normally to make sure you I mean, if you got the ball, ideal, but just to catch someone maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, you would. If you could take half a yard out of the centre forward, you would do. Norman will know. A guy, Billy Whitehurst.
Oh.
Now he was
vicious.
He was.
Let's hope he's not
He
listening.
would actually rip doors off. Literally. That's how tough he was.
Does that make someone tough?
When you see the size of him, it's like 6'2", 3".
No, but he was built like.
But he's built like a
He's
Big
like
guy.
me and you
Yeah.
put together, Maisie.
Yeah.
He's me and you
like
put
a
together.
brick out. He was
Not to
massive.
imagine. Right.
And I played against him, Sheffield United. Me and Keith Hill was 2 centre halves, only in the reserves. I remember going up for a header with him. And I accidentally caught him with my elbow. I didn't mean to do it because I was only 17, 18. And he just turned to me and went, "If you want to play like that, we'll play like that." Honestly, God, he battered me all the way, all over the pitch. Me and Keith Hill. He just absolutely bullied us.
If you asked anybody in the game, they'd say the same thing, wouldn't they? Yeah.
Frightening. So that was a really good lesson of how to try and probably protect yourself. But if somebody's going in hard, then you go in harder, and if you have to be a little bit nasty, then you do.
Did you ever catch someone and think, "Oh, I might have hurt them there"?
Loads of times. Yeah.
No, you're going,
Absolutely.
I might have hurt him. No, I hope I've hurt him.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember, I'll tell you, and I never got him back. And I ended up playing with him, Teddy Sheringham, at Millwall at the Old Den.
The Old Den,
And Cascarino up front, big Cass.
Yeah.
Scored my first goal, and I run off Teddy to score the first goal. We went 1-0 up. And then the second time, tried doing the same thing, and he absolutely smashed me across the throat. And I thought, if I get the chance, and I never got the chance
Next
again.
time, yeah.
There's still
Yeah.
time, Maisie. There's still time.
I know.
You never know.
We'll get him on a podcast and
Maybe
he can jump on it.
when we do one of these Legends games, just 50-50.
Helen, that's not like you.
And that was my aggressive side coming
It
out.
was, yeah.
Sorry.